Hello, teachers. I'm Rosetta Bhagwandin from Guyana, and I'm a global English language educator. And today, I will show you how to use formative assessment in your classroom as an educator or a teacher. So, what is formative assessment? Formative assessment takes place during the teacher's teaching process in the classroom. It aligns with the student's learning process as well. So, as educators or teachers, we all share one common goal or aim, and that is to cascade the best of teaching knowledge to our students. And what better way in doing that or format in doing that with using formative assessment? So, with formative assessment, it gives us as teachers or educators a sense of how we are teaching and how our students or learners accept or receive that teaching. So it comes in different forms or in different types. And today I'm going to show you one type called observation or observational method. All right. It shows us as teachers or educators in the form of observing how our students or learners receive our teaching or the content of what our teaching lesson is all about. So, spontaneous or informal observation basically comes in the form of the teacher walking into the classroom, starting his or her content or lesson. And as the content or lesson progresses, the teaching session, so does the learning session progresses with your students. And so it is very important to understand and to give any clarity should there be any need for that in terms of our students receiving our teaching. So during your teaching session or during your lesson session, one of the most important things or one of the most important tools that falls under the method or the content of formative assessment is what we call observation. So whilst teaching, walk within the classroom amongst your students, stop randomly and ask questions. Questions is something that we need to do and use almost in all our teaching sessions. Because when we question our students, we receive answers. Right there and then, those answers gives us a clarity and gives us an assessment of what we are teaching and how our students receive that teaching. So it's a direct way and a direct format of formative assessment using the technique or the tool called observation. It's very simple. Now, observation is just one of many of the uh, types or tools that falls under formative assessment. All the types of techniques or tools are exit slips, quick or impromptu tests or quizzes. We have games. We have the format of speaking randomly and in a prompted format where the teachers directs certain topics or questions or sentiments to specific students in the context of whatever subject they're teaching. But in this case, as an English language educator, observational method gives myself and also all the rest of English teachers or educators a way of knowing how our teaching is being received. Now, certain things that falls under observational assessment, we can know how our students are analyzed or analyzed the instructions that we are teaching. For example, the pronunciation of words, grammatical errors, reading and spelling checks. All these things come under observational method. So in essence of my presentation today, my short presentation pertaining to the topic of formative assessment is that It's an impromptu. It's a way of knowing, of informing us as teachers or educators what our teaching is all about and how it is being perceived and received at the same time by our students or learners. It's a quick and impromptu check. It's a quick and impromptu assessment so that when our time comes at the end of the semester or the term, we can assess our students, whether it's individual or by the classroom. Because every time we teach a lesson or a session, we already will know our students' ability and the way they receive our teaching. So this is the way of formative assessment. And under that, I choose the subtopic on the formative assessment as observation. Observational method where we check impromptu during our teaching sessions as teachers just to see if our students have received correctly and with clarity on what our teaching is all about. So thank you. And I do hope you practice formative assessment in any format or subtopic like the one that I presented today, which is observation. Thank you for listening. I'm Rosetta Bhagwandin, Global English Language Educator and Writer, and also Global Coordinator for the Open Central Asia. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye, teachers, educators.